10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Hey, everybody. What is going on? Welcome to Quote the Raven Show, only on 99.1 Oz Radio. I am super excited. We have an awesome guest today. It is a band called Kingdom Collapse, and they have some phenomenal music I'm really excited to share with you guys. I still hate the fact that there's a glare. The glare in the glasses. And that's what I get for wearing glasses. Let's just pull them down like this. Anyway, so I'm super excited to introduce you guys to these guys, these fellas. They are from the San Antonio, Houston, Texas area, and they have a lot of amazing influences that we've already talked about a little bit. But there's like 4 different songs we're going to play for you today. They're all music videos, and they have some really awesome music video work that they did as for production and the songs themselves. So I'm really looking forward to it. Let me see who is all in the room. Give it a little bit of time for everybody to join in on the fun today. If you got any questions, put them in the comment section, along with when I go live, make sure that you are on the 99.1 Oz Radio Facebook page, so that way I can see your comments. And if you're in there and you don't want to say anything, that's fine. Just say hi. Just do that sign or hi something, just so I know you're there, so I can acknowledge you. So yeah, so this is going to be really awesome. If you guys got any questions, like I said, just post them in the comments, and that way they can answer them, or I can as well, either way. So we have just a few minutes before I'm going to be bringing these guys on. I just want to kind of look at everything who's in the room. So many great things happening right now. So many great things happening. There's oh my gosh, there's like all these amazing bands that are going on tour. Obviously, yeah, went and saw that concert, and that was pretty amazing. And actually got to meet them. I think that was the coolest part, is because I got to meet Korn and Breaking Benjamin. It was 2 members of Korn, and then it was all members of Breaking Benjamin, and that was pretty amazing. And you bet I brought 4 CDs. I was like, hey, you want to listen to something good? Check this out. Oh, you bet your mama's sweet ass I did. So, but it's cool. I mean, even just given the opportunity to hand them over that, and whether they listen to it or not, if just one of them does and they like it, that's cool. So anyway, just having that opportunity, I think, was pretty amazing. So, yeah. Anyway, okay, let's see what time it is. Let's see. It is about that time, so I think we'll go ahead and roll it. Man, my feet are freezing. They're free. It is so cold here in Kansas right now. Ugh, I can't stand the cold. I can't stand the cold. Anyway, all right. Well, let's go ahead and we're going to be talking with Jonathan from Kingdom Collapse. That's the band name. And again, they're from the San Antonio, Houston, Texas area. So let's get to it. Hi, is this Jonathan from Kingdom Collapse?
It is.
Hi, Jonathan. This is Raven from Quite the Raven Show on 99.1 Oz Radio. Thank you so much for joining.
Hell yeah, no problem.
Yeah, super excited about this interview. Excited to share with the audience members all your music. You guys have got 4 amazing music videos that we want to share with everybody today. So I'm real excited for that. Again, thank you. And if you would for me, just kind of introduce yourself and what you do in the band and the rest of the band members.
Yeah, so I'm Jonathan, and I sing and sometimes play guitar live for some stuff. And then Robert is our guitarist, David is our drummer, and Blake is our bassist.
Nice, nice. So the 4-piece band, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Yep. I talked a little bit with Aaron before me and you kind of hooked up with to get all this set up. So really, really nice guys you are. Yeah, absolutely. So so tell me, where did the name come? Kingdom Collapse. So is there a story behind it?
Yeah, really it's just the band kind of so Kingdom Collapse, me and Robert go way back. We played in old bands together, and this name kind of came from I guess the rebirth or the death of like old projects. So it was kind of like a I guess kind of metaphorical of like, the old stuff collapsed, and this is everything that we used to do we don't do anymore, and this is kind of just a new thing. So the whole Kingdom Collapse, and that's kind of where that came from.
That's cool.
And really, it's not just project. It's more of like a belief system kind of thing, to where we all grew up being taught certain things, but then we started to really kind of find what it is we believe and what we formed our own belief system. So that's kind of
that's cool. Yeah, I get it. It's a metaphor. It's a metaphor, and I love it though, because I'm in a band too, and we did the same thing. The name of my band is Waking the Sleeper. So I get you. Absolute. Yeah. It's the same kind of metaphor.
Hard to explain, but it's just kind of a death of the old, birth of the new kind of thing,
Yeah, absolutely. And we are living in a whole different time today. I mean, compared to just 20 years ago, social media has completely taken over everything.
Oh, yeah.
So, but it can be used for a lot of great things too. You know what I mean? A lot of amazing things. So there's, a lot of positives in that. So
there definitely is. Yeah.
Right. So tell me, how long have you guys been a band?
Okay. So really, when I came up with that name, me and Robert played in an older project, probably around 2013. And it was originally, Kingdom Collapse was originally more of a just straight kind of metal band, and it was kind of short-lived, and then we all kind of moved on, but I kind of brought this thing back to life around late 2016, 17, early 17, and so it's been about 2.5 years.
That's awesome.
Maybe 3, something like that.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, you guys don't sound like you've been together for just a few years. You know what I mean? It's really tight. And I'd love to come to a show. I'd love to see you guys. So,
yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, we have a lot of tour dates this summer and spring that we're working on right now. So.
Awesome. Yeah, they definitely have to find out if you're going to be anywhere close. I know we're going to be on tour down in Texas, starting this, February 28th through the end of April. So, so maybe at some point you could come to one of the shows and we could meet in person. Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go. That'd be awesome. Well, okay. So I wanna make sure I get all four of these songs in today, because they're all so amazing and they all have such an amazing meaning. It's kind of like with what you just described with meaning behind the band name. The same thing. I feel the passion in every one of these songs that we're about to play today. So tell me, the first one is "Suffer." Tell me a little bit about this one.
Man, that one is definitely an angry one. It came from a long relationship that I was in that, or a really intense one that ended badly, and and I was the one that kind of got the short end of the stick on it. So it's really, Suffer is about being screwed over and being, showing, making yourself vulnerable to somebody and then getting screwed over in the end, and really feeling that anger and bitterness about that, and just wanting that person to feel what you felt.
Yeah.
And so just and really just conveying that emotion, like, fuck you, pretty much.
Yeah, and I totally get that. I felt that in that and through that, and we all need those songs. We need them. So it's because it's just that angry point in your life where you're just like, man, this sucks. Because a lot of times you have invested a lot of feelings into that person, and for them to hurt you like that, it's just like it takes you back so far, and you just can't believe it.
Exactly. A lot of people have connected with that one, and it's cool because the song in and of itself, it's angry and blah blah blah, but really like the impact and like the connection with a lot of these people, like telling me their own stories, has been really cool. Like it's been a big connection with everybody to Kingdom Collapse. So that was kind of the first one to really do that.
I love that. I love that. And I love the fact of how much depth and meaning that you guys have. You know what I mean? That's going to take you longer than anything. I mean, because you can be a great band, have great music, but if you have no depth and reasoning behind what you're doing or your songs, I mean, it's just kind of empty. It's just empty.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
It's not, as a writer, I don't like to necessarily write anything too, I don't like to go like overboard. I like to really write about real things that have happened and real situations. I think that's the easiest to relate to as well.
Absolutely. I love it. All right, everybody. Well, here you go. Here is Suffer from Kingdom Collapse. Man, just love that song. It's just so good. You guys are so good. You know how like you listen to certain people and you go, "Yep, they got the it factor." That's you guys. Yep, that's it right there. Yeah. And all of these songs, every one of them is that it factor. And not just that, but like just the like we talked about before, like that deep meaning about it. It's on top of
Yeah.
that. So congratulations to you guys. You guys are phenomenal and you're doing amazing stuff.
Thank you. Yeah, we're, like I said, Supper was the first big, I guess, break we got to kind of use that as a stepping stone and just kind of push off of it. So, yeah.
Love that. Love it. Love it. So for all of you out there that are just joining, this is Kingdom Collapse. That is the band. And we've got several different songs we're going to show you today. And they're all music videos, which I love to display if they have them because it shows a deeper meaning behind it visually. And a lot of people can really relate sometimes to the visual with the audio as well. I mean, I'm one of those, I love to see both because like I don't know if you guys are the same way, but when I tend to write something, sometimes I already see the music video in my head. Are you kind of the same way?
Yes. And honestly, it sucks because having a budget kind of, or lack of a budget can limit that.
Yeah.
Sometimes my imagination thinks of a music video that would be almost impossible.
No, I totally get that because it's like, I totally get that. Yeah, I wanted to have like all this CGI and and they're like, Raven, do you realize how much that's going to cost? And I'm like, I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. So yeah, I totally get it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Do you ever think too? Do you ever think too, like maybe down the road, like some of these songs that you just started, once you do get the financial backing to do something that you've always wanted to do, would you do it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think that I'm open to using, old songs and new songs and really anything that I guess we feel is right, when the time comes.
Yeah, I would be the same way. It'd be really cool to go back to and just what is that? Reanimate a song, I guess. Yeah, it'd be really cool. And I've seen some of your influences, which I don't know if there's any others than what Aaron told me, but he had said a lot of it was like through Seven Dust, Breaking Benjamin, POD Stained. Do you have others that you kind of like? This either created me as an artist to be what I am today, or it was just a part of something I loved when I was growing up, and it helped in that way. I don't, you know what I mean?
A lot of us in the band came from more of a metal background, so there's a lot of heavier metal influence in there too, but it's definitely a rock band. Kingdom Collapse is definitely a rock band at its core, but you can still hear the influences of some heavier things in there. So,
I can too. Yeah.
Like a lot of I'm really into like Lamb of God and like a lot of stuff like that, Ashley Dying, Kill Switch, that kind of stuff. But then I also love like normal radio rock too. So like 3 Days Grace, Breaking Benjamin, stuff like that. I love that too. So kind of blending both worlds.
It is. And it's really hard to do too, because just as well as me as a metalhead, if you will, there are those moments when you're just like, yeah, I want to just hardcore vocals just in my ears, and then the next minute, you're just like, I really just kind of want some Stained in my life right now, It's crazy how that works. Yeah.
Yeah, I like just having the it's not just one dimensional. We have the heavy stuff, and then also if we want to do something acoustic, we can do it. It's like it's not limited.
Yeah, which we're the same way, and I love that. And you know, a lot of bands can't do that. You know what I mean? And that's commendable that you guys are able to pull that off. That's pretty awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
absolutely, absolutely. So tell me on this next song. Oh, this one got me pretty hard. Because this is a true story. This is Payback.
So, well, actually, regarding the video, it is a fiction, a fiction story, but really, I mean, there's a lot of real stories out there that
There is.
are like that.
There is, yeah, and there was one I can't remember. It was like 10 years ago where the guy like showed up at the courtroom, and when the guy got found not guilty, he was waiting outside with a gun.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I mean,
that's what I thought it was based off of, but it wasn't. Okay.
yeah. No, it's we wanted to make it look as real as possible.
Well, I thought that's what it was based off of.
Yeah, like
So there you go.
we don't want to necessarily get involved in some real, like a real case.
Yeah.
And get ourselves into that, but at the same time, the inspiration comes from like that. Obviously, that music video is very metaphorical into a sense of someone that whether it's a friend or a family member, someone that you would have thought would be on your side. You hear a lot of shit talk, you hear some stuff, and it's just like, damn, like, they're backstabbing you, but you would never know. Like, it's just kind of one of those things where you realize there's a snake, close to you.
Yeah. And isn't it crazy? I find this to be so true, mostly in musicians or artists. People tend to treat us so much differently. Like when it comes to the choice of our career, like you could be somebody who goes off and does renovations for real estate, right? You purchase this expensive home that's like $80,000, and you could turn it over and revamp it and be worth $150,000. But people don't look at them the same way they do us. They're thinking, well, why are you doing that?
Right. They don't understand it, and there's a lot of doubt, a lot of negativity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know if you've heard this
People
before,
like
but people have always I've always heard the word pipe dream. I've always heard that. Yeah, I hate that. I hate that. It's like everybody should have a quote pipe dream then, because if it wasn't for everybody, going out there and doing what they truly love, or something they know that they've got something special, like with what you guys do.
Yeah.
I mean, you had to have felt that, like after you've recorded it and you went, damn guys, this is it.
Yeah, no, every single new song, it's like, gives you, it always gives me a lot more excitement and energy to push to the next one, then the next one, then the next one. It's like all over again.
Yeah, I love that. Well, this one is got a lot of meaning to it, and a lot of people have gone through this, and you can utilize this or take the video as it is, or you can take it, like he said too, you can take it in the other form of, people, just not saying they believe in you, and then they don't, and then they, end up walking away. It's kind of the same with Suffer, but it's just in a different form. So, love it. Well, here you guys go. This is Payback by the one and only Kingdom Collapse.
It's time for payback. You play me again and left me with nothing but this fucked up state of mind, and I can't resist. It's time for payback. You can't keep running from me, and I will take back what's been stolen from me. It's time for payback. Now it's your time to see that it's your turn to bleed. It's time for payback. You say you're a friend, but I read the story. Such a fucking waste of time. Don't push me again, 'cause you know it's coming. You can run, but you can't hide. It's time for payback. You can't keep running from me, and I will take back what's been stolen from me. It's time for payback. Now it's your time to see that it's your turn to bleed. It's time for payback. It's time for payback. You can't keep running from me, and I will take back what's been stolen from me. It's time for payback. Now it's your time to see that it's your turn to bleed. It's time for payback. It's time for payback. Now it's your time to see that it's your turn to bleed. It's time for payback.
Mm-hmm. Love it, love it, love it, love it. So, okay, so tell me, with some of the stuff you're doing, do you guys just have like one album out now, or kind of what's the situation with that right now?
Okay, so we started out just releasing a couple singles, and then after Suffer, we did an EP, and that had 7 tracks on it, actually. And then ever since then, we've been doing kind of the less is more like approach of only doing a single, but doing a video with it and really pushing it hard and really giving it a fair shot rather than releasing a lot of material and then half the songs never see the light of day.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
it does happen. Yeah, that does happen. Yeah,
They kind of get buried or overshadowed. So,
yeah,
yeah, really just taking the single approach. And, you know, we have a single coming up here in the next couple months that we're really, really excited for. And there's some big things planned for
ooh,
that one.
nice.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. Just let me know, and I'll make sure to give you an exclusive on that if you need to.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
It's be mid-May is when that one comes out. We'll be releasing one song before that to kind of hold people over, but the big one's going to be coming out in May.
Yeah, I gotcha.
So,
That sounds awesome. So are you planning like a big music video to go with that, or do I get the
Well, so
inside
we
news
have-
scoop?
we'll have the video, but we'll also, for the first time, be doing a radio campaign that's going to be really pushing it on every different type of radio platform, from internet to, you know, your primary markets, secondary markets, Octane, all that, and kind of everything that comes along with that. It's our first year doing, I guess, wide-scale touring across the United States.
Right.
So we wanted to make sure that we had a solid radio foundation going on.
Oh yeah, it's
Wow,
truly
that's
important.
you
Yeah,
know,
that's really important.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, good for you guys. That's so cool. It's going to be really great for you guys. I know it. And
Oh yeah.
just
We're excited.
yeah. So I have. Okay, you're talking about touring. And before we get into that, I just kind of want to let the audience know if they're listening to this and you guys like it, make sure you give me some hearts. Give me some hearts right now. Show the band some love. But if they want to purchase one of these singles or songs or all 4 of of these that I show them today, where would they go to purchase that?
So, we've been directing a lot of people to Spotify as far as streaming, but we do have some physical copies that we can mail out. We've got, iTunes, YouTube, Google Play, Amazon, like, it's everywhere. But really, if we had to send anyone to a set place, we'd probably direct them to our Spotify.
Okay. So if they want to get a physical copy, would Facebook Messenger be the best way to reach you?
Yeah, Facebook message or our management email, Aaron's email, and then we can send it out to whoever wants one.
Okay, sounds great. And Aaron's got the email in the About section on your Facebook page, correct?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So there you go, guys. If you want an actual physical copy of, it's going to be all 4 of these songs, correct?
Yeah. Well, so we've got on the Warren side EP, we've got Tougher and Bring Me Down, and then it's got Warren side, Staring into Nothing, Lost Inside a Dream, and Burned Your Letter.
Okay.
So those are some other ones. That one had 2 singles off of it, Bring Me Down and Tougher.
Gotcha.
But all these other ones are new.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and one of them that you didn't mention that I love, and this actually will be the next song that we play, is This Agony.
Yeah.
And this one is really cool because, especially I think in this time, this one obviously is about suicide prevention and that feeling inside. This is what I take from it. You tell me if I'm wrong, but that feeling inside where you're just not good enough. You just can't handle life. You just can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's
and it has a place of honesty with that.
Yeah, and I think honestly, everybody goes through that. It's just what level do you go at it at? If that makes sense, you know what I mean? That just means you're human. You know what I mean? If everybody goes through that, I can't even tell you how many times I was just like, I can't, this is so much, I can't do it. Maybe I'm just not strong enough, all of these things, and there's so many different things I'd like to do. And I'm sure you're the same way. And it's like, you just think to yourself, I'm just one person. What could I do?
Right. Yeah. It's about, those feelings are real. And it's really at the end of the day about, processing and handling it, but not staying stuck in that situation. Like, there's gotta be, you gotta try to find that way out, even if you don't see it at first.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And, something that I was just talking with some others about, and I think the audience might agree with this too. It's great to have a hotline, for suicide awareness. That's great. But the biggest thing that I've noticed is that it's really, your friends, your close friends, your family, pay attention to what's going on with those loved ones in your life, because a lot of times we do get down and we need each other to build each other back up. And even just a message saying, hey, I love you, can change the whole situation of an evening. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. So I love that. I love that. And I love the fact that you guys did do a song on this, because not a whole lot of bands do it. And I would like to see more of that, more of the attention to that matter, because it's being humanism, and having those feelings. People don't seem to like to talk about them. It's like, but to be able to actually have a song to relate to on it, that's another, I applaud you. That's just another thank you for doing that, because so many people out there, even the audience right now, I know a lot of them that are returning, fans of the show, and I've talked with them privately, and I know this song is going to mean something to them. So thank you for creating this song.
Oh yeah. It's definitely a real thing.
Absolutely. All right, guys, here it is. This is Kingdom Collapse, This Agony.
can do this anymore. I can't deal with this.
Carrying the fault for way too long. No, I am not the same. Inside my skull, a mind so numb is dying to escape. Take this pain from me, 'cause I hate the way I feel today. Please kill the pain in me. Won't you take away this agony? This agony. This agony. I'm taking the fall just to lose it all, but somehow still remain. Inside these walls, I am chained. So tell me, will you set me free? Take this pain from me, 'cause I hate the way I feel today. Please kill the pain in me. Won't you take away this agony? Take this pain from me, 'cause I hate the way I feel today. Please kill the pain in me. Won't you take away this agony? Take this pain from me, 'cause I hate the way I feel today. Please kill the pain in me. Won't you take away this agony? This agony. This agony. This
Ah, such a great song. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, okay, so tell me, just kind of go on a brighter side here. What are some cool experiences? I know you're still such a new band, but what are some cool experiences that you guys have already encountered, or something that you just go, oh, this time?
Oh man, like everything's so fresh where and things have been consistently growing where it seems like from week to week there's something new and awesome to be excited about. With Payback, that was the first song to get on Octane, so that was cool. Like they told us when they'd be debuting it, so like we made sure to like all get together and listen to it, crack open a beer, enjoy it, soak up the moment, do all that. And it was the same night we were playing with Red in Austin, and then the week before we played with Cold, and it was just an exciting week. I was like,
that is so awesome. I love Red. I love them. That's so cool that you got an opportunity. Did you open for him?
Yeah, we played right before them in Austin. day that the song debuted on Octane. So it was just a crazy day that, and Aaron flew in for that, and we all just kind of enjoyed ourselves, you know?
Yeah, that is amazing. I love that. That's so cool. And you guys have actually played with Blacktop Mojo too. I saw that as well. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's actually coming up Sunday.
Oh, so you have it. Okay, yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, they did that remake, which I think they just did it for fun, but in the air tonight in that big warehouse, and
Yeah,
talk about acoustically amazingness. That was awesome. It was
yeah,
awesome.
they're awesome. Like, I'm looking forward to that. We have that, and then tomorrow playing a big, like a cancer benefit show, outdoor stage festival type thing in Houston.
Oh,
So
that's
that'll be fun.
cool. That's cool. See, and I think that's really cool of you guys too, to be able to be involved with things like that, to help, do so many different things, raise awareness, help with raising money for the benefit, things like that. That's really cool that you guys are involved with those things.
Yeah, we got approached about that, and we're like, you know what, that'd be a fun one to do. So
Oh yeah, absolutely. And it's, with that being said, like, what I guess have been like some of the obstacles that you guys have been facing, since the beginning to now?
the biggest thing is like, you know, in the local scene, especially here in like San Antonio and Texas, very cliquish. It's very, if you're not like the, you know, if you don't sound exactly like your friend's band, then you're not cool. Kind of thing. So,
yeah.
you know, us kind of sticking to our guns and doing our own thing is kind of the taking the long way. But it's starting to pay off, and people are starting to see that. But you know, at first it's like when you kind of do something new, no one wants to, like what we're talking about, just simply being a musician, no one wants to believe in you, no one wants to, like,
Yeah.
they just doubt. But now it's starting to shift, and then it's just like, okay, like,
Right.
been doing this all along.
but it does come, it's a lot of hard work, and like a lot of people have asked me, what does it take to start making money? And I'm like, okay, well, if you get into this business, start making money immediately, it's not going to happen. You're going to be spending money. You're going to be spending money,
Yeah, exactly.
but, to stick to it, because obviously if it's something that it's your dream, it's your, like for me, it's like breathing, it's like air. You know what I mean? So I think a lot of musicians or artists would agree with that. It's like if you're not doing something with your music or not playing a show, I think that's the biggest thing. Like, not playing a show for a few months or whatever, you start to get a little, I need to get on stage. That feeling.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
I love the momentum of playing consecutively and just keeping that, like, you get in a groove and
Yeah.
the band gets tighter and it feels good, but it sucks when you like go through those little dry spells.
Well, and I don't know if you go through this too, because being a vocalist, like when you go and do, like a tour, obviously, your vocal cords are still like muscles, right? You have to keep them built up and all these things. And if you're not doing those shows, if you go back out and try to do, several shows, it can be super difficult, and you'll lose your voice and then get it back at 5:00 p.m. All those factors. It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, and I don't know how much, like, you guys have got a lot of shows and a lot of tours coming up. So it's one of those things, like people always ask, what do you do? And I'm like, man, hot tea, honey, and lemon. It's like the best remedy for me. I don't know about you. What do you do?
Oh man, so for me personally, I found that throughout the week, or just really taking care of myself as far as like doing some cardio and stuff, helps with my breathing a ton.
Mm-hmm.
Because like this stuff is just a lot of yelling, a lot of screaming, and a lot of just belting where I need that.
Yeah.
I need my lungs to be working 100 and 1,000,000%,
Right. Right.
I found that the cardio helps, drinking a lot of water, and obviously drinking alcohol less, but I still drink.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I think a lot of us still do. I mean, you know, and it's just making sure you keep it under control because, like, I've had those out of control moments, like on my. This is one thing I've learned: just don't do a birthday on a show on your birthday.
Oh, yeah.
That's the worst because people just keep feeding you, you know, alcohol, and you're just like, I can't. No, I can't sing. No, I can't stand. You know.
Yeah, now I'm just slurring, and this is just a big old mess.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Yep.
But we're all guilty of it. We're all guilty of it.
Oh, yeah. I definitely had those shows like that.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So tell me about this next one, which is "Bring Me Down."
Yeah, Bring Me Down is just kind of one about finding your own like personal strength and not letting anyone or anything get to you. You know, just stay on your own course and keep doing your own thing. You know.
Oh, I love that.
You know, you fall, you get back up, the kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we all need those songs too, you know. We all need those songs too. All right, everybody. Well, here is "Bring Me Down" by the one and only Kingdom Collapse.
Pick myself up again and try to walk away. No longer will I pretend that everything's okay. You pushed me too far and I have had enough. You pushed me too far and I have given up. You can't control me. You don't know me.
Love it, love it, love it, love it. So, okay, so tell me, just kind of wrap things up here, one more time, just to make sure all of those out that are out there, make sure again you show the band some hearts, show me some hearts, as for this band. Where can they go, Jonathan, to get some of your singles or the music that we've just played today?
Well, so first off, go like us on Facebook, all that, and then from there, you can find, you can either message us and get any CDs we have, any shirts, merch, all that, everything. Really, our home base is Facebook, so we're always on there and can reply to everybody really quick.
Yeah, yeah, and make sure you guys go out there to their YouTube and subscribe and like their videos as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Put them on your playlist on Spotify. There you go.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, all that.
Awesome. Yeah. And like I said, you guys are really phenomenal. You guys are going to go so many places. And it's just, I'm really looking forward to watching the journey of your guys' success, because that's exactly what's going to happen. You guys are really good.
Well, thank you. That means a lot.
Absolutely, absolutely. One last question for you, and I've been kind of asking a lot of bands this question, but if you were, especially in the situation you're at right now, what would be some things that you as a band would need to further your career? Would it be you need a traveling vehicle? Would it be you need management, booking? What is kind of the situation where you're at right now to take you to the next level?
Honestly, this is something we're kind of starting to attack, but, just the wide scale, push with radio. We're getting a hang of booking our own tour dates and, all that. But, we've actually been traveling in a truck with the trailer. So even a step from a truck to a van would have a lot more leg room.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So really, the next step, we'll be getting a van soon, and hopefully, a label and all that. Like we've been talking to a couple different ones, and kind of just seeing what's out there. So we'll see what the rest of this year holds.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. And that's so true. A lot of people don't think about it like us as bands. The traveling situation, like we want to get to your city, we want to get to your town. But it takes so much work to do a tour. And you got to have the vehicle to get there. You've got to have, the help from other people. The contacts, your promoters, your venues, even fans. You guys request us at these venues, guess what? They're going to book you. So it's one of those things. And it's the same way with radio. Go on to these radio stations and request these bands to be played. The more you do that, the more that they'll take notice and play them.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely. Well, I appreciate you so much for coming on today for the interview. It's been a lot of fun. Love your music again. You guys I'm really happy for everything that's getting ready to happen for you guys. So thank you so much for joining.
Thank you.
Absolutely. All right, Jonathan, you take care now, and you have an amazing rest of your week.
Hey, you too.
Thanks now. All right, bye-bye. Well, there you go, guys. Absolutely. Go check them out. I will put their Facebook link in the comment section. If you'd like to purchase their physical CD, you would just need to go to their About section on their Facebook page and email Aaron. You'll see his email address in there that you would like to get a CD from them. And you can, it's got, I believe he said like 5 or 6 different songs on there. So they're going places for real. They're doing some pretty amazing stuff and opening up for some pretty amazing bands. So really excited for their future. It's going to be awesome. So again, thank you guys so much for joining me on the show today. It has been awesome as always. Much love to all of you. Have a great rest of your weekend, and I will see you all very soon.